All right, it is Saturday morning ish. Allergies are not as bad, but still kicking my butt. Currently late, but heading to Ernie's house to do the Hungry and Bored podcast. Been a couple weeks, but this will be our New Year's episode of Hungry and Bored. Sorry, I'm all over the place right now. Man, I have just too much crap. Look at this. So much stuff. In case I stay in Sacramento today. Possible Keurig for the creative room, just needs to be cleaned. More equipment stuff, the pack outs, the lights, just crazy. There's so much stuff. But yeah, time to go film a podcast. So we made it to Ernie's house, and Ernie says I look worse than I did on the vlog yesterday. So this vlog may be very short because I may not go to Sacramento after this podcast.
No, you look bad.
Oh, I look bad. So
Now you have to be a
Leonard.
for that. Thank God I'm getting.
And then the other one's Sheldon.
Pay off. My
There's
taxes
Sheldon.
pay off. I'll be able to pay.
let's go watch Ernie. Let's go watch Ernie do his thing over here.
And I hate when people watch me do my thing over here. So, heads up. White bread. Oh, but it's not Cuban. Ew. Whatever. Then go to freaking Cuba and order yourself some Cuban bread and then come back.
Gotta use all
Every
that.
time I think of Swiss cheese, I think of Tom and Jerry. I don't know why. Like this cheese they always use, like to lure, like
Yeah, it's always
it's like
Swiss
the holes
cheese,
in
yeah.
it. It is. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know if that's just in my head.
Maybe look, Nate's hand to get that up close. Ooh, nice.
Nate Shands.
Nate Shans. All right, guys. So we are about to start the podcast. Richard finally decided to show up.
Only an hour late.
Only an
Like
hour
nobody has
late.
Plans on a.
I know. I'm sorry. It was
There's
the
Richard.
rain.
Are we gonna keep all this crap here? Is
The
this-
rain. The rain cut me
Oh,
out.
you can move that. You can keep your little Pichu if you want.
No.
You got Spawn characters? Don't tell me you found that at a yard
No,
sale.
he got
or
those for
something.
me. I sold them to him.
Yeah, a while back, and I'm finally looking
Yeah.
through them.
Wow.
Yeah, there's Richard. Finally showed up. We got Ernie. And the camera's doing a little bit better now. It doesn't look as foggy. So, yeah.
This. I mean, I know that we have trips planned, those types of things. You know,
Okay.
like those are already kind of on the calendar.
All right, so that's a wrap on the podcast. That is a wrap on the podcast. I'm tired. Supposed to be going to Sacramento today, but I don't think that's gonna happen after all. So we may just end up staying home and sorry, I can't even get this camera right. Jeez. So we may just end up just staying home, resting, relaxing. But I'll try to get a little bit more content before. I understand what content to grab. Well, y'all can't see me right now, but in the midst of resting and trying to get work done, my house has been invaded by a bunch of people.
So, I'm getting good. That big flower? Oh, that's gorgeous. Yeah, I'll keep that. Okay.
Are you guys fasting?
Yeah.
Are you fasting? What kind of fast are you doing?
Everything on my phone except iMessage. So I can't go on that.
Wow. You fasting?
I'm doing my own fast because if I did the actual Daniel fast, I'd perish. So Every day I mix it up. You know, won't eat for like 12 hours one day or 24 hours another day. Don't eat till like 10 p.m. Things like that. But yeah, if I did the actual Daniel fast, I'd die, honestly. So.
Oh yeah, I am. I'm really fasting right now. No, mainly just social media, and then just, you know, spending time away for God. Now, no social media, specific times.
Pat, what about you?
Yeah, I'm fasting. Not from food. Well, I don't eat till 2 o'clock.
Dude, it's 2 o'clock right now.
I was looking at the time right now. Yeah.
It was 1:50.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you girls? Are you
I'm doing social media.
okay? Fast for social media.
Mine's like processed sugar. So no sweets, no bundt cake.
Ooh.
What about you, Nate?
No judge, bro.
What about me?
Yeah, you fasting?
Yeah, we actually, our church does 21 days of prayer and fasting.
What are you fasting?
I am actually doing Xbox for 21 days. Well, during Xbox during the week. Just because when I realized like what I do is I play more Xbox during the week. My weekend's already filled with church and everything like that. So during the week, I don't play anything. So, literally, I'm just gonna finish up some work and then try and answer some of the questions from the IG story that I posted a couple days ago. So yeah, let's get started. One of the questions that I got from the Instagram post or story that I put was, how do you make sure you don't copy other people? So after I read that, it immediately took me to Still Like an Artist. If you are a creative and you have not read this book yet, definitely go pick it up. Still Like an Artist by Austin Kleon. Believe that's how you say it. But 10 Things Nobody Told You About Being Creative. So Isaiah, you're the one who asked this question, so I'll speak to you. But in general, this came to mind because one of the things he says in his book is, sorry, my copy is falling apart. Just kind of shows how much I've used it. Start copying. So we learn by copying. We learn by taking what we see, taking the ideas and adding to them or growing, expanding on them. He uses the alphabet. We learn by copying the alphabet. You know, this is practice. It's not plagiarism. Plagiarism is taking somebody's work and trying to make it and label it as your own work. Copying is about reverse engineering. How did they make that video or that photo, and kind of tearing it down to the raw file to see what you can do? Can you actually reverse engineer it? Even the Beatles started off as a cover band. You figure out who you're going to copy and then what you're going to copy from them. And Austin speaks more along the lines of your heroes. You know, copying the people who you love or who have influenced you or that you admire. So those individuals who you would see as heroes, and taking what they've done. But the goal isn't to just copy them and say, oh, you know, I've done it exactly like them. But the ultimate goal is to see through the eyes of your heroes. Like, what is it that they're seeing that you're not? I would say, Zay, copy the people that you enjoy watching. For example, my daily vlogs. My daily vlogs come from the inspiration of Casey Neistat. I watched his vlogs last year, and I went on I went down the rabbit hole of just watching Casey Neistat for months on end, and I still do to this day. He has been my inspiration for daily vlogs, but I'm not plagiarizing. I'm not taking what they've done and said, oh, this is my work, but I'm copying him just to see and get into that mindset of, okay, Casey Neistat did over 800 videos. He was vlogging every single day. How do I do that? What do I need to do to be able to vlog every single day and get the results that he may be getting? Copy your heroes. Examine where you fall short. What's in there that makes you different? And that's what you should amplify and transform into your own work. You know, you asked the question, how do you make sure you don't copy other people? I say copy people. Another question I was asked was, is filmmaking easy? No. I've been a filmmaker since 2019. Now, 2019, was I the best filmmaker? No. Am I the best filmmaker now? No. There's still so much to do, so much to learn. It's not easy. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of time, a lot of patience, a lot of learning, self-discipline, the learning that goes into it. You know, there's going to be late nights, early mornings of you looking up either YouTube videos, taking courses, or if you're attending school for it. It's not an easy thing to do. A lot of people think, oh, I can just pick up a camera, push a button, take a photo or take a video. Yeah, you definitely can. Is it going to be a good one? Probably not. You know, you may lack the skills and knowledge needed to, you know, properly create a film. And it requires you having that desire to be a filmmaker. I know a lot of people may just say, oh, I'm going to pick up a camera just for fun. No, that's great. Try it out. Definitely. But don't spend a lot of money on your stuff if you're just starting out. Use an iPhone. If you can learn to use what you have as a filmmaker or a beginning filmmaker, start with that. Start with your phone and see if it's even for you. So overall, filmmaking is not easy, but it can become easier if it's your passion, if it's something that you're actually going to be chasing after and obsessing over to then put in the time, effort, and discipline into developing yourself in that skill set. Alright, so last thing before we end the vlog for today. And this is going to be very repetitive. I repeat, it will be repetitive. But somebody asked for a quote of the day. And I don't really have quotes of the day, but I'd say quote for the month would be, don't be sorry, be better. And a lot of people are like, oh, dude, you say this all the time. Yeah, it's a good quote from God of War, but don't be sorry. You know, times are going to come where you're given a task where, you know, especially in the new year, you've started these New Year's resolutions, you've started these goals, you're wanting to hit these things, achieve this, achieve that, and then you're going to fail. But ultimately, some of us end up failing. Some of us don't follow through with those New Year's resolutions or those New Year's goals, and we write everything down, we create vision boards for everything, and yet, the end of the year, you don't accomplish anything on that board. You know, you might hit 1 or 2 or 3 of them, but realistically, how many of us follow through on those resolutions or those goals after the first week of January, after the second week, after January in general? You know, we talked about it a little bit on the Hungry and Bored podcast, but I'm going to stick with my quote, my favorite quote. Don't be sorry, be better. Don't be sorry for not finishing that. Don't be sorry for not sticking with your goals and keeping your integrity whole and complete or honoring your word. Don't be sorry. Be better. And the way you be better is you just follow through. You keep pushing. You keep going. Self-discipline. Develop yourself. Pray. Read your Bible. You know, there's a lot of different things to help you create that self-discipline to where you just start to be better and you stop apologizing. So, it's a little quick quote of the day or quote of the month, but as the rest of you watch this video, or for those of you who are watching, again, I will say it over and over, probably till I die. Don't be sorry, be better.